Hey gang, BMH, jump number 2. And to me, it looks like you're trying something different on the exit. You're really hanging far away from the plane. On a four-way jump, I don't like to do that. I want to stay as close to the skin of the fuselage as possible because if you're hanging out, you're going to get their air straight away if you're a little early, which you are just a fraction early. If you were now close to the plane, you'd have that clean section of air right next to it. So I think that's what bites you there. Okay, the group. So Sonny, that's a little better now. You can still get a fraction lower, but that's way better. You can see you'll get your knees down there. It looks like Alison could be a fraction. No, I was thinking early, but no, it doesn't look like it. This looks good. It just looks like we need to get this more presented. So Alison and Mike work on opening the bodies to the relative wind here. Can you see how, Alison, you're a little bit lower than Mike? You want to be accompanying Mike through the door and presenting. And I would say, Mike, for you on this exit, let Alison pick you up. You could then hold onto the plane with your left hand, and then you could really work on presenting your left arm up and out. And on the Caravan, I do that as well. I just feel like there's too much of a blast otherwise. So that way you can open up this whole left side of your body, and Alison can just pop through the door with her left arm there. Because I think your timing is good, Alison. And Holly, really good as well. So, in fact, let's just pause here for a second. Where the helmets are, Sonny, Mike, Holly, and Alison is actually pretty damn good. I'd say Sonny could get your hips down a fraction more. Mike, you could get your left side out a little bit more, and then do that little grip switch. Not grip switch, rather. Change who's picking up the grip on the exit. Jimmy, I really like your positioning when you get back in. It's a little more on level, which for some judging on some real complex moves might not be so easy, but I really like it for where the team's at. It gives me a really good chance to see body positions and get just a little bit closer up to the action. So I really like this view. I think that you guys can probably debrief yourselves on this one. You can see the H is the one where we're just struggling the most. And so Mike and Holly, you need to get parallel with each other and focus on being, parallel, and that way Sonny's not going to have to do that. Sonny's really having to stretch. She's doing an amazing job on the back, trying to get those grips, but she could really benefit from you guys looking out for her, please, on the H move. So really good grip plan on the M's. B to M on the previous jump, you really struggle with a grip plan. This is a little bit more obvious. I'll just talk it through just to clarify, because I know Alison knew stuff to you maybe, but we're presenting and taking. So Sonny's presenting that left grip, taking the right grip. So you'd be presenting your left grip, taking the right. Perfect. That's a really good grip plan for everyone. And then the same thing here on the H. So Mike and Holly, if you go from an M to an H, Mike, your head goes forward. Holly, your head goes forward, and your center points line up here in the middle, and you're almost parallel with each other. Almost, not quite, otherwise you're going to not give Sonny enough space. But right now she has way too much space. And she's doing a really good job with it as well. Alison, stellar job up front until I guess you decide it's time to go. Got no real fixes for you up front on that. Let's have a quick look. Actually, yes, sorry, I do. Excuse me, Alison. Remember the move to the J on the first jump? Same thing is going on to the B. You're picking up the grip first and then swinging the leg in. You see that? And you should be thinking about rotating and then almost presenting that grip the way that Sonny does. And then that grip is going to be in your hand. And ideally, Holly, Sonny would be picking you up on the B. So, present. So you want to present the grip. And everyone then has one grip on the B. I'll just go through the grip plan on the B. So I know it's frustrating watching me winding it backwards and forwards. but that's what you get. So the grip plan here is everyone has one grip. Mike would be picking up Sonny's hip, and by the way, that would be a bust there, Mike. If you were in a competition, you need to take grips below the leg strap. If you look at the diagram, it shows the line is through here and here. But so it would be a single grip here, and then Sonny would pick up Holly. And then the same thing, Alison, you would present that knee to Holly, and and then you would pick Mike up on the arm. Really good M's, actually, getting tighter. Nice. So again, I'm being really hard on you guys at the start. I just feel like if I give you a few key things to work on right at the beginning, the jumps are not bad, it's going really well, but a few key things will really serve you well, especially as the dives get a little more complex. I would say for the next training, keep them pretty simple, just to work on those fixes before you dive into something a little bit more detailed. So key points from that jump was on the exit, maybe change the grip plan out on the exit with Mike holding the door, Alison holding him. Sonny, it was good timing with the upper body, just get your lower body down. And Jimmy, stay closer to the plane, and that way you won't hopefully get their burble.